In the past couple years, I found myself expanding and changing in my spiritual outlook and faith, and expanding and having some new ideas. And I came across a term that helped explain what's happening to me, and also assured me that others have experienced this as well. And that term was blended path. I had not heard that before. So I find myself now on a blended path. And I'm setting up a website and writing blog posts, now making videos, and I'm trying to leave some breadcrumbs or chart what's been happening for the past couple of years, at least for myself, if not other people that it might help, just to keep some record of the journey so far. And I've written down a few notes to help me here. So in a way, I'm building a virtual altar to just take note of this time and the stages I've gone through. Now, of course, I've been through shifts or changes in my beliefs over the years. Moving from more conservative ideas that it wasn't even okay to read Harry Potter stories, that traditional men and women's roles were spiritual and rigid, as portrayed in the Bible. And those have changed quite a bit, naturally, organically. But the recent changes of being open to other religions and mystical experiences has been more dramatic. The timeline of change over the past few years has followed certain stages. First, the initial change was I became interested in tarot cards, and I started reading a big book called Meditations on the Tarot, A Journey into Christian Hermeticism, and I experimented with yoga and meditation. I came across a book called Sophia Rising, and the author blended yoga and meditation with her Christian beliefs, and even saw the divine feminine in the Christian God. And finally, I came across Aldous Huxley's book, The Perennial Philosophy, that talks about core truths that seem to be found among all the major religions. And this kind of led me along the path. So I did experiment with yoga and meditation. I felt drawn also to the divine feminine. I used mantras. I made a wheel of the year. I may have it here. A wheel of the year with various goddesses. And even experienced a personified deity. And a lot of these things I hope to write or talk about more than just this quick timeline in the future. But the big breakthrough came when I felt God, goddess, tell me that my openness to all beliefs that was coming upon me allows me to maintain both my Christian faith and mysticism. This was a big breakthrough for me. But the first step, as I said, was an interest in divination. It began through my interest in performing magic shows, and I had branched out into mental magic and a branch called mentalism, and had talked to other magicians even about readings and things that bordered on the mystical. I tried cartomancy with regular playing cards, I experimented with I Ching, casting the coins, and the old Chinese um, uh, system. And these led me to the curiosity in tarot. So most of these first steps took place as I either interacted with other magicians and mentalists on the magic forums online, or card readers on the tarot forums, and also people of different diverse faiths and combinations of faiths on the religious forum. But that first step, one of the hardest things I ever had to do was tell my wife, Kristen, that I wanted to order some tarot cards. They carry such a stigma and association with darkness and evil among our tradition, among our church, and I had to take a very gentle, reasoned approach. I had done a lot of research. I started a website called Christian Reflections on the Tarot. That's linked in my new website. And part of what gave Kristen peace and assured myself as well was that I thought these images and archetypes are compatible. They can be taken captive to the Christian beliefs. And I even said the prayer from the Psalms, may the words of my lips and the meditations of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord. I also reasoned that in the same way that wisdom can come through stories, movies, even dreams, that maybe the cards can provide fodder for guidance, with the responsibility resting on us, spirit, higher self. And we belonged to a church that believed in spiritual gifts and leading of the Spirit, so this idea wasn't so much of a stretch. So after that initial shock, Kristen was fairly accepting of my new interest. I learned a lot from other people who had very different perspectives online, and which I'm still doing. But that was the beginning of my blended path. So thank you for listening, and I hope that's helpful. It's helpful for me to record it and to commemorate it. Thank you.